and lightning with all of that.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Every morning at 50 past the hour, we're going to share a little wisdom by opening our weather classroom and answering your questions about the weather. Today's question comes from Darren. Is there really such a thing as ground to cloud lightning, or is it just a myth? And if so, how can you tell the difference from cloud to ground? Yes, there is, Darren, and we can show you. Take a look at this video from earlier this month from Lubbock. Boom, we got some lightning at the end of this rainbow that went from ground to cloud. You can see it forking up into the sky. Just wait for it, watch for it. There it goes, right there. It happens in an instant. So let's talk about how this happens. Now, just think about a lightning strike in general. It's about a connection of charges, right? So when you go from ground to cloud or upward lightning, basically it initiates from a tall object on the ground, such as a building, a tower, a wind turbine. Commonly, it occurs after a nearby cloud to ground lightning strike, because now you've got that buildup of the charges there near the surface. The nearby strike creates a favorable environment for this to happen. And, just think about what has to happen in a thunderstorm cloud itself to get lightning. It's about the separation and the buildup of charges. In a thunderstorm, you've got lots of rising air, and sometimes that air rises so high it goes up into the freezing level. So you got little ice crystals that are forming. They accumulate, they freeze, they move and crete together, and then you get hail. And so once we have hail forming in the middle of the cloud, it's a mixture of liquid droplets and ice and hail. The ice crystals at the top of the thunderstorm become positively charged. You get that separation of charge compared to the negatively charged of the particles in the middle of the thunderstorm cloud. And then the ground has a positive charge. So it's all about that separation of charges and the buildup of charges, and then that connection that is made to offset the large charge imbalance. That's the lightning. And most of the time we see it from cloud to ground, but sometimes we see those upward lightning strikes from ground to cloud, just like we saw in Lubbock, Texas. Send us your questions on social media, either tagging us at AMHQ or using the hashtag weather.